Hi there, it's Simon here. Today we are going to have a walk through Peter Gabriel's amazing Solsbury Hill. Let's kick this off. We're going to have a capo at the 2nd fret and we have an A chord. Now, we're going to start off with 3 notes and it's going to go and, 3, and. So we've got and, 3, and. Now the first 2 bars are in 3 beats a bar, and the last bar of this pattern, this section, is in 4 beats a bar, which is a bit unusual, but once you get used to the tune and the sound, all that sort of stuff, it will just come naturally, I promise. So we've got and, 3, and 1 E, and a 2, and 3, and. So let's have a talk about what we're doing there. So I've got an A major chord underneath my first finger. You could play an A major chord like that, if you prefer, and just use your little finger or your 3rd finger on the sus4. So we've got and, 3, and. Here's my chord, like we could play like that. And then you come back into the A. Okay, so we've got and, 3, and 1 E, and A. With my right hand, my thumb is placed on the 5th string, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Okay, so we've got okay, so there we had 1 E and a 2 and 3 and. That's the first bar. The second bar is in 4 and we've got 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there I'm striking together 5 and 2, then pulling down 3rd string, 4th string, then I'm releasing to a regular A and then hitting the bass, and then I'm going to this chord here which is a bit like E with an A bass. And I'm picking those 3 strings, and then I'm hitting a bass again, and then I'm going to hit those 2 notes on the 3rd and 4th strings, and then I'm going to go, my 3rd finger comes down to go onto the 2nd fret of that string, the G string, and then I'm going to hit open B string. So there we've got 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's the first half of the first riff. So the intro, then what you'll notice is the bass is happening on every single beat, okay? So we've got 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, then it effectively almost repeats exactly the same. We've got 1 E and a 2 and 3 and. This is bar 3, 1 E and A. Now, we've got a top E there, a high E. I know it's not, it's really an F sharp, I get that, but capo. So 1 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 and 3 and. It's exactly the same rhythm as bar 1. And then we're going to go 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that bars 2 and 4 are exactly the same. My tip to you is to learn it slowly. Now, even beat by beat if you have to. So 1 E and A. That's in bar 1. 1 E and A. Just get used to that. Yeah? And then you put it all together, right? So. All right. Then what we're going to do is we are going to have a go at the whole thing. So let's do that together nice and slowly. I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to count us in, and we're going to come in on the 1. I'll count us a bar of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, excellent. So that's how that goes. So just play that round and round and round. Then we're going to hit the verse. Now, the verse is somewhat easier, which is good news. So we're just going to play in that first bar of the verse, bar 5. We've got 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and... So we've got a full A. You can play it like that as well. It doesn't really matter. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and... Or 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and... Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I generally tend to play an A like that, just because that's how I've always done it, but I know some people do this kind of that way. It doesn't matter. Peter's not going to come around your house and tell you off. So then we've got a bar of 3 in bar 6. We've got 1 E and 2 E and 3 and... Okay, so when on that little chart there, we've got quavers together. We've got 2 semiquavers and then a quaver. That you shout that 1 E and 2 E and 3 and... Okay. Then bar 7, we've got the same pretty much as what we had in bar 5. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and... But in bar 8, compared to bar 6, we've got 1... Oh, sorry, we haven't got that at all. We've got this 1 E and 2 and 3 E and... All right. So then let's just have a go at those first 4 bars. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and a 3 E and... All right, now, then what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to F sharp minor. How you normally would play an F sharp minor would be something like this. But in this situation, it doesn't really help us to do that. Generally, when you're doing fingerpicking stuff, you tend not to play strings that you're not using, all right? So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and... So what I'm doing there is I've got my thumb here at the 2nd fret and my first finger over those 3 strings. So there's my F sharp minor. It sounds like an F sharp minor, except I'm just not hitting those guys, right? So we've got 1 and a 2, lift that up, and then we go back down. Okay? Then we get 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and, which is actually way easier than the off bars in the other version just before in A, because we're hitting every single semiquaver except the last one. Then we basically play 4 bars of F sharp minor, we play 4 bars of A. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and... Okay? Exactly the same pattern continues. Then we go back into F sharp minor. We do the same as we just did. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and... And then we play another bar of F sharp minor. When we get to bar 21, we're going to play a different chord. We're going to play a D major 7, which just like that. Okay. So where we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So the same rhythm as we've had it in all of the odd bars so far. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And then we do the same thing as we did in the other even bars. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. Okay. We play 2 bars of D major 7. When we get to bar 25, we're going to play 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Now, when we get here, it doesn't really matter which way round you do this. It depends what you're most comfortable with. So if we've got 1 and a 2 and... Or we could go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You see I changed to E back into F sharp minor with a B bass in a different place in that bar. So it doesn't really matter. So we've got 1 and 2, then just one finger. And then back. Easy peasy. Bar 26, we're going to do the same rhythm as we've done throughout the other bars. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and then we're going to play that F sharp minor with a B bass, and we're going to go, we put our little finger here, which is a bit stretchier. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so in bar 27, it's a bit stretchy. We've got our little finger up here. We're going to play, so we've got 2, 4, 2, 2, 5. So 1 and 2 and 3, just an E major. And then on the 4, we're just going to, okay, so we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then just before the chorus we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and those 4 chords all on the beat, a B minor 7, which is 2, 4, 2, 3, A with a C sharp bass, here's my A, here's my C sharp, here's my E sus4. Really, I should be doing something like that. Get told off to the Guitar Teachers Guild. So here's an E major, here's a little finger, E sus4. And then we're going to go to E. So there's 4 chords, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the chorus is the bit we learned at the intro. So you get 1 E and 2 and 3 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that is how you play all the parts of Solsbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. Thanks very much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Please do click that subscribe button and click the bell for regular notifications. As I said earlier, there are lessons on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and all sorts of things from Peter Gabriel to the Rolling Stones to Blur to blues to some jazz things. I don't know, there's over 400 lessons for you to discover here on YouTube, so please do check that out. If you are able to support the channel, that would be awesome. That's $3 a month at Patreon. If you go to a higher tier, you do also get exclusive Patreon-only videos. So, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.